Well, this is a wonderful opportunity to come forth with a share that is meaningful, that is expanded in the moment, and that holds the truth of experiences to learn from and to take us into a higher understanding of all that we can do together to help and remind each other how great and historical this moment in time is. I have had the last 3 days, certainly, of the greatest transformation I have ever consciously been aware of. And for me, it's not so much the Big Bang as all the significant, smaller, daily understandings and recognitions and expressions to be understood in a new vein, a new light, a new sense of detachment and priority. I am certainly not that one that I was 3 days ago. And although I am hearing from some that they question their experience because the energies were so subtle and are so subtle and gentle, and as I let that understanding flow over me, the answer is right there, right there. To be expressed, to be understood, and to reflect all the newness of a way of understanding. I received an email from a very dear brother early morning on the 28th. And he used words like nothing and emptiness, not trust, shall not trust, defeats the purpose of faith, I need proof. And I knew that this brother was teetering between the higher understanding and then the old programming of the third dimensional world. And it led me to believe that as we move into the higher realms of fifth dimensional knowingness, consciousness, actions, reactions, heartfelt expressions, it feels so wonderful and so whole and so different that we say to ourselves, I'm there. I'm in the fifth dimensional realm. I'm there. And then when we teeter backwards into a little bit of the old programming of doubt, we then start to question ourselves and our experience and the process. So I wrote to my sweet brother, And I was asked to place this on the YouTube for others who perhaps were in the same modality of receiving, changing, transmuting, transcending the old. So, I'm going to read to you what I wrote to him, and I'm only doing this so that if there are those of you out there who also would have found the energies so gentle, so different from your expectations that indeed you even questioned, was anything happening? So this is what I wrote my brother who was dealing with doubt. I said, "Sweet brother, it is happening. Differently than the bang some were expecting. We are programmed to believe in order to receive in a big way. We have to be knocked off our feet. I am definitely not overwhelmed with my experience, and maybe I should be thankful that it is coming in easily. Now, I did ask my guides and mentors, and Mentor Leela, to amp the throttle a little bit more. And within seconds, I felt a gentle energetic wave that I, for a second or two, visually saw. With that being said, I believe that we are in individual bubbles, each holding light frequencies that are being monitored. If I am right, then little by little, we will be receiving and continuing to receive from this point forward. Our guides did say this experience would be gentle and controlled. I feel nothing lacking. The energies here are uncommonly quiet. Even the animals are uncommonly quiet. They are reacting to the raised frequencies. It is happening. You had expectations, and it is just not happening the way you imagined it. But something for sure, sweet brother, is happening. Stop dissecting your experience and start a dialogue of gratitude and open up a direct link of communication with your guides, masters, and mentor. Don't allow your mind to control your experience. Let your heart direct your thoughts. And have total faith in the process. And I love you. We will all arrive at the finish line together. And also remember, the Master said, those of you who have been working on yourselves will have a much easier time. So don't judge. Just allow, and no matter what, be grateful for your breath, if nothing else. Doubt is 3D. It never allows you to allow, accept, or receive. Have faith. Your masters know what they are doing, and trust, enjoy, and be ever so thankful for all you are experiencing in divine order. Not your order, but divine order. And be patient, sweet brother. All we desire is unfolding. I love you, your star sister. I saw that this jumping back and forth was almost something that consciously has to be worked with. I am understanding that everything of the 3D has no place right now. Even so much as the work that I do, which is only 1 day a week, but the work that I do to bring in income is so 3D, but even now as I do it in the new state of energetics that I'm holding, I don't know, it's very different. It's not really work. It's more like a service, energetically accepted by the wholeness of who I am. And in service, I actually see myself leaving love and light in all of the places and homes that I clean. And I transform consciousness without even the consciousness being in the room as I'm cleaning. It's just a different way of understanding energetics and energy. Anyhow, my experience in the last 3 days, I was trying to think what's the best way for me to go back, and then I remembered that I had texted a girlfriend many of my experiences through the last 3 days, and so I went back and I looked it all up, and my God, there it was. So I've written it out, actually, like a little calendar, and I thought that I would just actually read it to you because, you know, I'm in the moment and I really don't remember, so I'm so thrilled that I actually texted someone. Thank God for high technology, I will say that. Okay, so on the 26th, I texted my friend, "Wow, sister, you feeling this energy like I am? Huge. I am still able to function, but have no desire to do anything very active. The buzzing in my ears has increased enormously." All right, that was on the 26th. Then, the morning of the 27th, I texted her and said, "Sister, I am overflowing with love. I am totally at peace. I feel reconnected to the 3D around me in a very new way. I feel my reflected light moving from me outward. My head feels like a balloon, light and airy. The buzzing in my head/ears is so high, but it doesn't hurt to listen. Oh my God, I could go on, and we are only at the beginning of the day." That was the 27th. On the 28th, I texted my sister and I said, "Hey sis, well, I can't say I'm over the top with activations, but I did just address my guides and mentor Leela and ask them to push the throttle forward a little bit more. And within seconds, I started to feel this wave of energy just outside my outer skin get stronger. I believe they have individual bubbles around us. That is how they are able to filter each of our experiences just right for each of us. They are filling the bubbles with light frequencies, and our bodies are integrating that, and as it does so, then we are presented with more light frequencies. And so the upgrades will continue throughout the day and then onward. But I am definitely able to function. What a wondrous, easy experience. Then later on, I emailed her and I said, my cat is glued to me. She hasn't left me. It's amazing. And then I sent a picture of my cat totally stretched out against my legs. I mean, literally, she looked like she was glued to me. Then later on in the day, I said, wow, sis, here the energies are so quiet. No noise, no traffic, no birds, no dogs barking, nothing. I went outside and the air is still, totally still, silent. Inside our house, it's the same. I can feel the frequencies rising. Incredible experience. That was the text. And I have to say, as I add to that expression of the animals, I'm telling you, our dogs, we have 2 Great Pyrenees. They didn't bark. They didn't want to move. They slept almost all day. My cat never, ever left my side. If I got up and went to the kitchen or wherever, she followed me. When as soon as I came back, she jumped back up on wherever I was and just stayed right with me. And in fact, is right next to me at this very moment. It's a very, very quiet, divine. There are no words. It's so heartfelt, this experience and these energies that we are bathed in, that unless you're very quiet, unless you're fully in the knowingness that you are receiving, you might miss it. Could you miss it? I hope not. Don't miss it. If you question your experience, then just know you could actually be holding on to those thought waves, to that energetics, that matrix of thought, and it could keep you from the gentle movement that is taking place at this time, and the movement is forward. I feel like I'm floating in a gentle stream of water, and the water's very warm and the sun is upon me, and I'm just floating with the tide, knowing that it's the most divine place to be, the totally correct place to be. And all the things that are going on the shoreline, I don't know. I have nothing to do with them. They aren't part of my reality. They just are what they are. But they're not part of my reality, and I don't need to judge them or justify where I'm coming from. I just know that all is okay. All is okay. And so I'm just focusing on self, and my experience is so gentle and so huge, so divine, so unquestionable, so heartfelt, so good, so perfect. Let go, guys. Don't teeter back and forth between the 3D world and then trying to justify the 3D world as the 4th dimensional world. You know, don't even try. Don't even. Go to the highest thought, action, reaction, acceptance, receiving, the highest expression in all moments. Total one with Gaia, knowing that you're evolving with and healing with the Divine Mother Gaia. Don't allow your ego to take you to a place where you believe that this whole mission is about you or us or the light workers. or your ascension. That's a byproduct. That's a gift. We're really here for Gaia. We're really here for the Mother, for the one that has sustained us so beautifully throughout all the hardships and pain and suffering that she has done. Let us hold the highest vibration, the highest thoughts, the highest visions, the highest dreams, the highest compassion, the highest respect, the highest honor through the healing of our dear Mother. And let us ask in each moment that our intention is, as we heal, as we work on self, the Mother also is healed in our own recognition that the need is now. That us holding the higher vibrations of meditation, visualization, decrees, invocations, intentions is now. We are manifesting that which we visualize, see, feel, desire. It is not a time to fear that the old is going to creep in on your dreams and your visions and your decrees and your desires and your intentions and wreck them. It is for you to understand that we are all powerful. We are all powerful. We are all powerful in the oneness and the knowingness that we are all moving forward into the light and to the love of all our Father and Mother have for us. And never look back. There are enough behind us that are holding the third dimensional aspects together. We can move on in the knowingness that the faster that we can detach and release from all 3D understanding, thought matrix, actions, reactions, ways of listening, ways of expressing, that we are then the living reflection and example for those who are still in the soup. If we do not have ourselves clear, grounded in the total knowingness of our participation in this historic timeline, dearest ones, when are you going to ground that knowingness? How many times do the masters need to come to repeat over and over the greatness and the power of creation that we hold? If we question that, can that be anything other than a third-dimensional old program shining its little head again? Can we push those moments aside with recognition of part of that old way that we wish to release? And if you have difficulty, if you know you're going to have difficulty with this one, then communicate, dearest ones, with your guides and masters. Call them in. Just demand that they help you release this old way of being and thinking and acting, whatever. For they are assigned to you. Your mentor is assigned to you to help you, dearest ones, over these bumps, through the gateway. If anything is holding us up now, it has to be us. It just has to be. Because everything divine is right at the door. It's how far do you open the door? Swing it open. Just swing that sucker open and invite everything of the divine in. And it will fill you so completely, dearest ones, that you won't be able to go back. And those moments where you could have a little old thing creep in will feel so awkward. You'll shun it immediately and go right back to the party of light. For there is an amazing party going on right now. And I am fully in recognition on all levels, emotionally, physically, just mentally, my heart, everything, the way I think, the way I act, the way I speak. It's laced with love. It can only be laced with love because I am embodying that fifth dimensional consciousness and energy. And in doing so, I'm understanding immediately and recognizing the lack of consciousness around me. And in doing so, I bless it, I throw light on it, and if my words can help to bring anybody further, even a few steps more forward into all they can be, then I have accomplished something. This is a moment of transformation, transmutation, transition. It's a movement so gentle, yet we can't question it. Just be thankful that it's so gentle. And keep welcoming that which you're not even aware of, because your awareness will then grow into that energetic matrix, and then one day you'll see it, you'll feel it. It'll be a knowingness so profound within you that you will hardly understand how you could have been with any other consciousness or understanding. And in that recognition of thought, you have compassion for those that are just behind you. You see, it isn't like we just have one mentor. We are all mentors to one another. We have all woken up at different times. We have all had experience that have pulled us forward. We have all come upon the planet in this lifetime at different timelines. So why should we all be on the same page when our three-dimensional lives have taken us through such varied experiences, understandings, programs into our cellular structure? We are all releasing very different things to get to the pure light and love and to be able to sustain it. And even once you get to that, I do not believe it is that it is over. No, it is infinite, dearest ones. Even I have absolutely no idea what that encompasses. But where I am is so divinely perfect and feels so uplifting and so whole and one with all things that I feel like I'm really in heaven. Even that sounds funny to my ears, and the first time that I've spoken it. But I feel like I'm in heaven. I went to the store the other day. I had to get something at the store, I don't know. I had such a wondrous experience. I really looked upon everyone as my true brother and sister, my universal brother and sister, made from the same spark, from the same Father, Mother, God, from the same creative source, perhaps on the planet for a similar reason to serve Mother in her healing. Maybe they're conscious, maybe they're not. But there I am with them. And I was able to send out so much love and light. I blessed all the food. I had fun in the grocery store, actually. The children were wonderful. I'm finding my 3D world and experience changing and just turning into a bubble of love and light. So it doesn't really make any difference where I am. Maybe that's the meaning of being multidimensional, but I'm holding this wondrous experience of love and light, of allowance, acceptance, true divine recognition of each moment, the beauty in each moment, the grace in each moment, and all the little gifts that come to me in each moment. This is a gift speaking to you who I don't know, but who I feel so close to, because I know that our experiences on some level have to reflect upon one another. That our understanding of why we are here needs to come together. It's so simple. We're here for Mother Earth. We're here to serve the Father. We're here on a divine mission. We're here in total service. And what needs to be understood along with that now is that we have such a huge family, such a huge team, such huge support, such huge help, such huge love coming from, oh my goodness, so many different avenues to make us even more powerful and greater. And that which we are. I want every moment to be a change in growth, in understanding, in consciousness and awareness, in love, in understanding and feeling, all. And if I am one with all, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I ask and receive? And the answer is, I should. So I do, and I have received. Don't close the lid on your tool boxes, sweet brothers and sisters. They are so powerful. They are so simple. We are being told about great technology which we will just hold in our hand and be able to swipe over someone and change the energetic fields to heal. We have those capabilities now. We have many, many, many capabilities within us that are still dormant only because there are those that feel they do not have them, they do not deserve them, or they are not capable of activating them. But you are. And everything supporting your growth into the spirit and the higher realms are there to help you upon request. Would you all please start a direct communication, an open link with your guides, the masters that work with you daily, and particularly at this particular time, your mentor, your new mentor. Not someone who has been with you for years and years and years, communicating with you. No, this is a new mentor who has been studying you for a long, long time, knows your answers and thoughts perhaps before you do, who loves you from a divine source that is endless and wants only the very, very best for you. And they wish to accomplish their mission, which is to bring you through the gateway and help you into all that you are. So, call forth and ask. Call forth and allow. Call forth and accept. And most of all, accept the newness within you. Do not be afraid of the greatness within you. Speak of it, for even in speaking of it, you are grounding that truth more into your knowingness of self. Okay? Now, there was an article that I came across, and it's an article that you all should really pull up. It's a transmission from Lady Kuan Yin via Natalie Glosson. I hope that's the way she pronounces her name. It's entitled "The Shift at the Core of the Earth." And although it came out on September 25th, I have to honestly say that I found it extremely impressive for this timeline. And so if you go to goldenageofgaia.com, and somehow maybe you might have to go to the archives, but it's a September 25th transmission, Lady Kuan Yin via Natalie, and the shift at the core of the earth. Definitely worth. But you know, one thing that I wanted to go over with you is having trust in the process that's happening right now. And in saying that, it's so simple in words, but it really means having trust in the Creator, in your Father, Mother, God, in your prime source, in your Creator, because now this is His. This whole ascension, this whole gift to Mother Earth, bringing her back to her original pristine condition, it is His will. It is His divine gift. It is His will that we are participating in service to His wishes. And in this article, there are a few things that just were so beautiful. And so, if you'll just give me a moment, I'd like just to read you a few things which is in this about trust in Creator. Now, this is from the Kuan Yin transmission of September 25th. It states, "Upon the earth, when in existence in human form, there are certain qualities which are required to be continuously present within your being to support the well-being and the happiness of your reality. The greatest of these qualities is trust in the Creator." And another one, a little bit further down the page, which also concerns trust in Creator. It states, "In many ways there is a need to detach, realizing that whether you are present or not, everything within the universe of the Creator continues. And yet, you have the power to imprint, activate, and expand energies to enhance the experiences for yourself and all. The only way to enhance the energies of the Creator is to first enhance your trust in the Creator to take care of everything." And that's where we are. That is where we are. We are being cradled in the hands of all that is in harmony, love, and light with the Creator. And all that is transpiring now is because the Creator has willed this. And everyone working towards the will of Divine Source is in service to the creative source, to Gaia, and to us. And anything that is divine, is holding a matrix of frequency, vibrations that are of the highest quality, creating unquestionable gifts in creating all that we need, all that we desire. Mother Earth will always come first. She has to. That's why we're here. But boy, we run a very, very close shadow to her in the eyes of the Father, who is aware of us, aware of our conscious levels of change to the light, aware of all our challenges in order to ground the truth and let go of the old. He's aware of our love and our sincerity to Earth mission. And He has also willed that all that we ask shall be received if it is indeed for the highest good of all. And I think sometimes as we request through prayer, we often forget those final words, for the highest good of all. For if it's not the highest good for all, do we really want it to manifest in that timeline? No. No, we don't. In oneness, we wish compassion, light, and love to be available as it is to all. And so be it, so be it. Pull up this article. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I also heard from a young lady, and I had to get back to her. She felt stuck. She felt stuck, and she expressed a need to ask me for help because she felt stuck in the fourth dimension, only briefly feeling the fifth dimension, and then once again being part of the third dimension. She wanted help with this. And so I again reacted to her as I did with my brother, and I wrote a very, very lengthy response, which I am not going to read to you. You know, it's totally understandable that we go back and forth between what we feel should be a fifth dimensional way of seeing things, reacting to things. But as I'm hearing from many of the light, I'm seeing that there is no reason for us to feel that we know when we're in the fifth dimension, because we really have no remembrance of that to compare where we're coming from to. how many frequency decimals between fourth and fifth, sixth and seventh dimensions are? Well, I'm certain people in the world who definitely know the answer to that. But I don't think, generally speaking, someone of the public really knows. And I think as we transmute and transcend and allow ourselves to move into the higher vibrational frequencies of all that we desire, being of the fifth, sixth, seventh dimensions, taking these earth-based, carbon-based bodies with us is a little bit of an anchor. We need to bring them along. We need to integrate into the cellular matrix and cellular programmings that are present. So we have a little bit more work to do. But it's all there for us to do it. And we're being supported on all realms to accomplish this now. We have no excuses except our own lack of trust in self to accomplish everything now that you wish to accomplish. And it just fills me with so much joy. It just fills me with so much newness. It shows me how infinite this experience is. And that in each moment we can just keep asking for more and more and more. We can specify what it is that we want, if it's for the highest good of all. And if it doesn't come right away and we're still desiring it, ask them to file it for the proper time to be released. And it will be done. I want you just all to enjoy these moments. I want you all to come into your really divine awareness of self, of the power as a creator that you hold. To not put all of your tools, your intentions, your visions, your dreams to the side, to be pulled out perhaps once a week. But every day now, every day, help the planet. Share your visions. Place hope in the hearts of those refugees. Place Obama in love and light. Don't get caught up in the fray. You know, it was part of the unfolding of these last 3 days that the Pope was in the United States and graced everyone with what I feel was a transforming, energetic field through thought, words, actions, a total reflection of love and light that he held, that he spoke, for the people, for the world, for the United States of the Americas. There was such meaning energetically with his divine intervention through his visit that I would imagine that the reaction and percussion of his visit will resonate for, many, many moons to come. And I felt that there was no mistake that the president of China was with Obama at the time that the Pope spoke at the United Nations. I thought that the meetings that are going on now amongst the world leaders at the United Nations and their free expression was also part of this wonderful energetic wheel of activation that has taken place in these last 3 weeks, not to count the full moon, the equinox, red moons, eclipses. My goodness, what a time to be conscious. What a time to take a deep breath and say, thank you, Father, for allowing me this breath so that I may experience the divine glory of this historical timeline. To watch the fulfillment of all the lifetimes that I have lived to bring forth this change from dominance and manipulation and greed and selfishness and disrespect into the fullness and the divine matrix and the will of the Father, Mother, God, of earth ascending into the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensional frequencies, and to allow us to be a part of that glory. I am most grateful. Most grateful. And state and confirm in this motion and in this movement of time and space to the glory of all that is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Know, dear ones, that your experience counts on you allowing it to come forth and welcoming it with a heart so filled with gratitude for each small recognition of divine in your life. See your greatness, feel your greatness, recognize your greatness, and quietly share your greatness in visions and intent, through compassion, through action and reactions of love and light. And do not react to the old. just blessed in the light. I love you all. Do not question this timeline. Divine means divine. Divine means there's no question. Divine is the perfection of love. And we are definitely in a divine transition and transformation. Do not question God the Father. Do not question self. Just allow, 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 and know in each moment there is a divine spark of light and love. Find it. In each moment, find it. Recognize the glory of all that you are, and know in my heart I am so completely connected with you, dearest ones. You fill my heart with the greatest joy. I know that we work on a higher plane together. I know that that higher plane includes this lower plane, and we work in oneness. We work in oneness. Allow the Father to be all for you. I love you. Blessings. I am your star sister. Athena.